All right, my friends, it's your friend Kevin. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And this is
Let's go,
your
girls.
card of the day. All right, then. So, this is actually Christmas Day 2023 for those of you that are Christians or Catholics or even just celebrate the holiday. It was the birth of baby Jesus. Anyway, it doesn't matter what denomination you are, even if you worship them, it's still a wonderful Yuletide holiday. And, I like it and I enjoy it. Let's see. What have we got? I have a brand new deck that I was going to do an event today, later on, do tarot readings from it. And well, you know what? You all decided that you were busy with your families, and that is fine. That's exactly what you should be doing. I kind of wondered if it was wise to do it. And then I thought to myself, well, a good friend of mine said, Kevin, it's quite possible that after all the eggnog and all of the festivities and alcoholic beverages, folks may be just a little tiny left of center and you may not be getting the kind of reading that you want. Nothing wrong with some adult libations, but you know what I'm saying? Spiritually, oh, yeah, not quite the wisest decision. But I am going to read from this deck. This is the Yuletide Tarot deck by Christopher Hughes, with the artwork by Erin O'Leary Brown. Now, Christopher Hughes is a Welshman. The cards were produced or published this past summer by Llewellyn. And I'm going to assume that Erin O'Leary Brown, with a name like that, must be either Welsh or she must be Celtic from Ireland. But I pulled these three cards. They actually jumped out. So let's start with the isms. I wake up to my high flying life. You should do that every day. And then I believe in my own magic. I lovingly speak positive words into reality. That has to be paramount every day. So I pulled these three cards. This one jumped out, this one jumped out, that one jumped out. So the three card reading I do, you could look at it past, present, future if you want. You could look at it as Strength Heart Challenge. That's a lovely Kyle Gray three card reading. I like to look at it as where we are, what we know, and what is possible from here. That's what I'm going to look at today. The first card, where we are and what we know. Now, in traditional tarot, we do read cards in the reverse, upside down. But I am going to look at it this way up because I'm kind of getting an idea that this is the Chariot. And this is the Chariot that is up this way. It's actually Santa Claus on his reindeer. This is what we know. This is what we are dealing with. Now, what I'm going to say about this is stay still, because this was in the upright, this position. Stay still for the most part, as far as travel, going places, booking flights, booking big lavish holidays. This is what we know. Just stay still. Mercury is still in a retrograde cycle in through 2024, and Neptune is doing its thing. Those two are clashing. Might not be the greatest time to be traveling. And if you are traveling, if you're not at your home, if you're not around you've got to go back to where you come from, work on perhaps an alternative route. Now, that is where what we know. What we know is that, this time of the year, we've got a lot of weirdness happening with air travel. Here we go with this. Now, the Ace of Candles. Candles in this particular deck represents swords. It is what we're contemplating on. And the Ace of Candles means start some new thought processes. Get into some ideas of what you're looking to do. And particularly if you haven't landed on a purpose or a plan or something that you feel im- lights you up, or if you're going through a big transition, perhaps you left a job and you decided, I just don't want to do that anymore. Perhaps you something ended for you and you're looking for beginnings. This is a card that is speaking of um, getting some new ideas. Because it's a lovely candle, because this is gorgeous golden glow, I would say and suggest for most of you to put your ideas and your mind up to the Archangel Uriel and not so much say, tell me where I got to go, help me out with ideas. Just be grateful for the epiphanies that you are going to be getting, for these great big ideas that are coming to you. And you can say things like, I love the way Archangel Uriel and my spirit guides and my light workers are showing me the way to go, and they are bringing me ideas for what I need to know. I love the idea of starting something fresh. And I'm so grateful to be able to start this fresh new thing. And even though you may not have a clue what that is, then I'm going to ask you to cast your mind back to a time in your life when you or equally weren't really quite sure where you were going and what you were doing and how you were going to get there and what was going to happen. And it may have come when you were little. Did you have to move house suddenly? Did you find yourself waking up in a different town? Did you find yourself moving to a different house? Did you find yourself going to a new school? And listen, not that that was not traumatic, but let's not traumatize those events. What we need to do, what I'm suggesting you do, why these are coming up, these two are coming up, look at where that led you and how much good it that transpired. Now, I'm going to look at the fact that some people are saying, well, that wasn't very good, blah, 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 blah. Go find one that was. That's all I've got to say to that. I have done readings for people, and they've said, well, nothing good happened for this, nothing good happened for that. And then that was my point. You were so busy focusing on what was not good about it, that what transpired about it, you put oh God, oh, Beatrice, you're here. Okay, I'll get to you in a minute. She wants to talk about this. Thank you. Let's get to where we're going with these two. What's likely going to be the outcome of it? Well, this again, it's another reverse card, upside down. Now, let's read this one first this way. It's the World, 21. We've got our beautiful woman, and she's got all of her gifts. She has the gift one, which would be cups. She's got the cane, which would be wands. I'm sorry, she's got the gifts, which is like abundance, the canes, which is wands, the cups, which is emotion, and the candles, which are thoughts. And she's holding up the laurel leaf or the holly over her head, and basically saying, you have everything you could possibly need. But it was this way. So, what I'm going to say to you is, you can have it all, and you are going to get it all, and you're going to go to it all, but you can't be in a hurry. This is what these three are telling me. These three cards in this reading is saying, travel delays, exercise some patience, find a different route if you need to, and know that that's possible. Brand new ideas and brand new opportunities are coming to you. You need to focus on when you had an unexpected change and it worked for you. And finally, yes, you can have it all. Stop focusing on the problem and begin to focus on the solution. Every time you come up on a problem, there has got to be a solution. Why that the problem is what shows up. Now I'm going to go over here and say to Beatrice, you popped in with this Ace of Candles card, and you had something to say. Oh, I already said it, about choosing a different story, because the story becomes this thing that we weave into our lives, and it becomes this. What can I say? Oh, okay, Gertrude, what do you want? She's quite wise today. Miss Gertrude has got on Well, she's wearing all kinds of things. She's gone into the sequin closet and put it all on. She said, "This is my disco jumpsuit." Okay, it's rainbow colors, and she's got one of those bedazzled, big, huge, free afro wigs on. All right, you look pretty good. What are you going to say? Because these folks got to get on with the day. The story that we tell, because we have to find a reason why something didn't quite work out, usually ends up somewhere in the place that says, this one got it, I didn't. They have it, I don't. It's that comparison crap. We're always looking at what someone else thinks, what they have, what they're doing, as if we want it. And the challenge with that is, because we don't get what we see we think we want, we make a story out of it. This is what this Ace of Candles is saying. Drop your story a little bit, find a new story, and look at the story that you did tell yourself, what we know. What have you been telling yourself? Anything like that. And then get something new out of it. Like gratitude could be a story you start telling. See how quickly that lifts you up. And this is what I do. It took a long time. I won't say I was like this from the get-go. It did take me a few years, spiritual teaching, teaching it, learning it, teaching it, learning it, passing it on to all of you. Because I worked out it was better to have a sunshine in my day than it was to have, oh gosh, freezing cold rain that was on your face. You can't stand it. But then you get somewhere warm and you're like, thank you for that warm fire. Thank you for that hot drink. Thank you for the person that wrapped me up in a blanket. That's where the gratitude comes from. It's the appreciation for the times that things worked out perfectly. I'm hoping I'm making sense to you. Listen, I'm going to let you get going. Do you want to add anything, ladies? Nope. Oh, now Gertrude is saying she's trying to do. Gertrude turned around with this fabulous sequin jumpsuit on, and she's trying to get the zipper up on the back. She's trying to pull it. Well, she's got so much. Beatrice is telling Gertrude, you stuffed your belly so full it doesn't fit. These are the things that happen. These are the things that come into our lives where things don't quite happen. You just have to find some other way of getting there. I love you all. You are so kind. You are so wonderful. Just who are you not to be brilliant, kind, wonderful, fantastic? This is what you want to be in 2024. You want to go into 2024 like this. Hang on 1 second. Let's do it one more time. I'm going to get in trouble if I do this too much.
Let's go, girls.
Yeah, just like that. Miss Thing is doing her dance. If you want to know the rest of that song, you're going to have to listen to it. I'm sure the royalty police are going to be up my chimney with something unpleasant telling me I need to pay some money. So that's why you don't do any more than 30 seconds. Right, my loves, I'm gone. Oh, where do I get out of this? Okay, lots of love, grace and gratitude. Bye for now.